single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day. Move, move. Yeah. Got milk, bitch. Got beef. Got steak, ho. Got cheese. Great A-ho. Not lean. Got me A1. Sauce, please. These heifers got nothing on me. Steaks high, need a side of collard greens. Cash rules everything around me. Ice cream, ice cream.
Okay, so right about now, let's get into Leo. What's poppin', Leo? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you had a awesome birthday. I already shuffled these cards, but I'm gonna shuffle again on camera for your benefit. For your inquisitive natures, I'll shuffle again. The sun is at 29 degrees of Leo today when I'm recording this video. It is the last day of the zodiac sign Leo. It's the 22nd, August the 22nd. And I swore to myself that I would get Leo's video out before their birthday month was over. And look at me doing it on the last day. So the 29th degree of Leo is a fortune. Is a fortunate degree. You heard me about to say it, and you saw the card pop out. It's a fortunate degree. So Leos, if you have any significant planets right now at the 29th degree, if your sun is at the 29th degree, maybe making a conjunction to the transit sun. If you have anything maybe in your 2nd or 8th houses, or 6th or 10th, the houses that do with career and work and things like that. Any transit aspects going on, or anything in your natal chart that's enhanced today, you might have some good luck when it comes to money, or to being fortunate in some kind of way, or blessed opportunities, new opportunities, fortunate opportunities. So if you guys want to play a lotto ticket today, try your hand at that, or anything like that, that would be good stuff. You might find that you're successful in doing something like that. And possibly even tomorrow. It won't be at the 29th degree, but you could still be making some conjunctions and things like that, so the energy may still be around. But as you guys know, the sun is pretty fast moving, so it's going to be in Virgo soon and out of that 29th degree. But I just wanted to say that for any Leos watching that need a little boost to their luck or their finances, or whatever the case. So let's go ahead and lay the cards for Leo. We're going to do the Rider-Waite. We'll do the romance deck, and then I'll clarify with the Lenormand cards, and then we may do some spiritual guidance or advice cards. So let's see what's going on with Leo. And you know, I was just going to say before this reading started, I'm hoping I don't get as many reverse cards as I did for Cancer. Ooh, nice. Yeah, Leos, you're going to be, ooh, nice. You're going to be pretty fortunate as it comes to the end of August, which is good, because I see you may have been getting over some things from the past, coming away from some worrisome issues, some troublesome issues, some issues where you may have been in some sort of battle with yourself or with others, and you guys are trying to come out of that now and move to something more prosperous and fortunate. And it's funny, before I started this spread, before I started the camera, I was thinking some Leos may even have pregnancy as we get to the end of August. So some of you Leos may be finding out you're pregnant, or you may be developing more. Maybe some are even giving birth around this time. And at the same time, opportunities coming in, new opportunities coming in. Once you get over a disappointment from something, once you get over a disappointment that has been going on in your life, possibly in your love relationship, maybe you were having some problems with finances, with money, with partnerships being equal. You could have felt like you were doing too much, Leo. If you are a Leo guy, Leo Sagittarius, or said, are you dealing with a Leo guy, or if this is a Leo guy watching, could be Sagittarius or Aries person cross watching too, or that could be your moon or your sun sign. As I've said in my videos, if you've been cross watching some of the other videos, I feel like love plays into every reading. You can love your children, you can love your career, you can love your family. So even if it's not a specific love reading, love comes into play a lot of times. So to me, Venus shows up in the readings a lot of times, whatever your Venus sign is. And I've got a low battery, one sec. So whatever your Venus sign, okay, yeah, I'm still rolling. Whatever your Venus sign is may come into play, or someone else in your life Venus sign may come into play strongly in the readings. So take that into consideration, or wherever you have heavy energy. So Leo, in the past, you could have been having an issue, or if there's a male, he could have been having an issue maybe with his career, his stability, maybe have went through some job changes. If you're a Leo female, that could have happened too. But I see that you're moving away from this energy of being stifled, chained, certain addictions, certain behaviors, where you might be very aggressive, or you might be overbearing, and you're moving into you're seeing things slowly come to you of a prosperous nature, of a creative nature. You know, maybe you guys let go of some past addictions and things of that nature. So that could have been something that was going on for Leo as well. So let's just see kind of how this relates. Yeah, like I said, deception in the past, and you're slowly moving on, because we had the deception up here. And it's fitting exactly how these cards came out, because I have the deception up here with the cards that symbolize going through some trouble, going through some difficulties, something having to do with either your money, your partnership, some addictions that you may have had, some addictions that you may have been tied pretty close to, and they were self-deceiving, self-sacrificing, sort of self-sabotaging sort of addictions. But you're slowly coming out of that by being more lighthearted. Like I talked about, there may be Leos who have been sort of like a tyrant. Maybe you had some things going on and you were really forceful, really much like a tyrant, in making your decisions and being really short with people. You could have been really mean to people. It could have been a Leo male in your life being really mean to you. Maybe you think something wasn't fair. Leos, you could have been involved in extramarital affairs, cheating, unbalanced partnerships, things like that, which is where the deception comes in. But I feel like strongly for Leos, this was self-deception, deceiving yourself by some past behaviors and thoughts that you thought may have been helpful to you, but you find out they were more harmful than they were helpful. But I think as you come out of this cycle of getting over some losses, it could have been financial losses, losses with your money. There could have been some deception and losses when it comes to your partnerships and intimate relationships. Maybe you've recently broken up with, you guys could have been dealing with a Capricorn or any earth sign towards Virgo, more specifically Capricorn. But I feel like the Leos are coming out of some destructive behavior, some sort of destructive behavior, and it's something you were doing for a long time, either destructive behavior or destructive partnership, because you don't find any satisfaction in it anymore. You don't find any love in it anymore, and you're wanting to kind of cut the communication and cut the ties and cut these destructive actions and things that you were tired from that really stem more so from the past. So some destructive energy that was going on there, you kind of just sort of have given up. So Leos, you may have given up on something. You may have given up on something that is tied to your past, that you felt chained to, or that you felt like you had to do, or you were obligated in your life, and you're giving it up to go in a whole new, more prosperous, more creative, more fertile direction. So I definitely see, if there's Leos out there who aren't in committed partnerships, if you guys don't have relationships, I definitely see that coming in. I see fertility coming in, so you may meet the partner that you end up getting married to, that you end up really having a connection with. Here we have heart-to-heart conversations, so I'm really having a connection to you. You may find yourself getting really serious about your future and your partnerships in the future. This reading's going to be kind of short, because, you know, it's pretty much to the point. If there are any Leos who have had issues with getting pregnant. Issues you've been trying to get to a next phase. You may have had issues getting pregnant. I feel like that's going to change. I feel like you're going to see your luck changing. You're going to have success when it comes to your children, taking care of your children. Issues with fertility and creativity. You guys may be exploring a new path. You may involving your talents monetarily. Some talents that you have, maybe exploring that and really developing that and seeing that flourish. You guys may be having connections with people and having conversations and working out some of the issues that you've had in the past. Some issues that have been plaguing you in your relationships. You may be doing that so that you can see eye to eye. I feel like a relationship that was not equal, that was not even, that was not balanced, you're coming to a point where you can see eye to eye with that. And if you really feel like that you're still in the stage of the relationship not being equal, not being balanced, you're going to have conversations with your partner about that. So there could be some legalities where you're going to settle those legalities and come, and the legalities could involve marriage, partnerships, contracts, or children. Maybe you guys are going back and forth with an ex-partner. Maybe there's some custody battles or something like that. I feel like you guys are going to have amicable finalities or amicable resolutions to those kind of things. So even if something doesn't go all the way in your favor, it's not going to go all the way in a partner's favor. You're going to, or the person that's opposing you's favor, you guys are going to meet at the middle, in the middle. You guys are going to meet in the middle because both parties are going to let go of this energy from the past. The non-movement, the non-communication, the being chained to old ways and behavior. So for a lot of Leos, I see change, and I see change, you know, you're going to be more, let's put this playfulness card with it. You're going to be more lighthearted about some of these heavy issues in the past. So for Leo, what you may find is as you've gone through August and as you get into September is you're letting go. You're letting go of an old cycle so that you can move forward into a new cycle. And in order to do that, you have to move beyond things from the past. So let's go ahead and clarify some of these cards. Sorry guys, I had to pause for a second. I got a call on my other phone. So Leos, before I do a couple of clarifiers, you also could have been, maybe there's a Leo, maybe you had a friendship with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or you had some kind of partnership. I'm seeing this as two males, but the energy could be females as well. Maybe you had some kind of partnership with some kind of earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Or, you know, that could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I feel more specifically like it's Capricorn or Taurus. And you guys could have come out of a friendship. Maybe you stopped being friends with somebody, and maybe it has something to do with the direction they're going in their life, kids, pregnancy, something of that nature. Or maybe you lost out on some friends because you're more focused on your relationship. But I feel like if you were going through something from the past, some kind of legal situation, some kind of ties to the past, it's getting better because you guys chose to take a step back and stop wanting to be the winner or the victor or the center of attention or something like that. So that could be the reason why you guys are moving towards something more positive in your relationships or in a friendship. So that could be the situation too. And also last, before we do a couple of clarifiers, Leo, somebody could be offering you something. You guys could have recently got a new job, or like I said, we talked about the pregnancy, but you guys could have recently got a new job or something and you have accepted. So as we come into August and go into the Virgo season, you may have some dealings with the Capricorn or Earth sign. That's definitely what I see here. And like I said, more specifically Taurus or Capricorn. Or you guys may have some involvement with a Libra, the judicial system, making things balanced, wanting to work on your friendships and just wanting to work on your partnerships and have a more harmonious atmosphere. That may be what it is as well. So let's just do a couple of clarifiers. Let's do a clarifier on this King of Wands in reverse. Let's do that. So you got the cross, the anchor, and the bouquet. So like I said, definitely some ties that bind, something that's really, really important to you guys. Um, Maybe letting go of something from the past, like I said, to move on to something better. Just so you guys can kind of see these cards. This is the cross, the anchor, and the bouquet. The cross says, the cross means suffering may appear. The closer the cross, the quicker you will see an end to your loss. So with the devil there, I definitely feel like you're letting go of some kind of burden on your back that may have had you very much so in strife in your past, especially when the cross with this anchor. This card brings comfort to those with sorrow. It is a warning to take care today and tomorrow. That's what the anchor is. So it's definitely something in the past. And this could even be, maybe there's a father figure in your life or something. Maybe you guys were going through some trouble with either earth sign or fire sign male in your life. I keep getting this low battery warning. Sorry, guys. Energy in your life. And then you have the bouquet. A flower bouquet is a bell that rings with happiness. Let it ring throughout your life and sing a tune of sweet gladness. So I think once whatever this burden is that comes off you guys' back, maybe you have finally settled. Maybe you guys have moved. There could have been some Leos that have moved and you finally found a place to settle where you feel more at home. And I feel like after you guys have gone through a tough time, there's going to be more prosperity in your life. And I definitely see kids in the spread. So you guys could, like I said, it could be something dealing with kids, the father of your children. You got the fish. I'm clarifying the Six of Pentacles in reverse, where you guys just felt like something was uneven and unfair in the past. And as you go and as you've gotten through August and as you get through the end of the year, September and so forth, you're gonna find that those things sort of even out, and you're gonna have something stable to depend on, where things may have not have been so stable in the past. The fish says a fish far away will ruin your day. A fish nearby means sunny tides. You got the husband or the man card. Whether husband or partner or friend, this card has a message to send. The lesson of the day, listen to what your man has to say. And like I said, I talked about a father figure or a man in your life, earth sign or fire sign energy, sun, moon, and rising, or Venus sign, or wherever they have that heavy energy in your chart. You could be having some communication, an offer from this type of person. I think it's a good offer. So if you're having an offer, excuse me, if you're having an offer from somebody, or even if you're seeing a doctor, you hear me coughing, maybe you got Leos are having something going on, just speaking up, something going on with your throat. If you're seeing a doctor or anything like that, you're going to have good messages. It's going to be good news. You should take that advice of the person that you're talking to. And then with that, you have the Tower card. The Tower is trying to say that you will live for many days. But if clouds are hovering near, that there is a lesson to fear. So this is talking about health when it says live for many days. So you may be consulting some type of male figure about something that's out of balance. The area that may be out of balance, it could be something to do with the abdomen, with the kidneys, with the lower back, if there are any Leos having issues with those problems in their life. Or like I said, you guys could be pregnant and maybe that the baby is really weighing on your stomach. There's some issues with that lower abdomen. Maybe it's hurting your back or something like that. So let's clarify the devil card. You got the snake, you got the birds, and you got the sun. And like I said, you're definitely getting over something to the past that you were bound to. Something that was doing you no good. Someone or somebody that was doing you no good. Someone who was kind of stabbed you in the back, or they're sneaky. You just don't know if you could have trusted them in that situation. And the snake says, one never wants to tangle with a snake, whether near or far. Always, whether early or late, it warns you of coming betrayal. But I feel like you guys are getting over that and you're letting go. You may have already been aware of a betrayal and you're trying to move away from that betrayal. And it may have caused you just to fall back for a bit. And then you have the birds. It says, the little bird. It sings a song of worry and woe, but never fear. Your trouble hasn't far to go. And I just said that. You've had some shit going on in the past that has really gotten you down, had knocked your life out of balance, but either through your children or through some kind of stability in your money, your career, and your partnership, you guys are finding a place of happiness and fulfillment again. Because then you got the sun. If the shining sun is near, your joy will be unending. But if fading far away, tears of sadness could be unending. I feel like you're coming away from that. I feel like you realize a betrayal or something, either you, because we do have the King of Wands in reverse. So always take these readings to mean, I could be talking about one energy, but it could be reversed. So if I'm saying somebody else did you wrong or blah, 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 you could have did that to someone else. So I definitely feel like that is coming to an end. So if you did someone wrong, you're willing to account for your mistakes, and you definitely fell back. Like I said, this Five of Swords takes me to the Four of Swords, and I talked about you fell back from something so it can bring you more happiness. And then we have the Bear, which is the hibernation card, which definitely means falling back, taking time to think with your mind, being very mental and not emotional, and moving fast like fire signs usually can do, so that you can bring stability in your life. And the stability or somebody that may help you may come from a woman, a wise woman, or some good advice that you're getting from a woman in your life. So we got the Lady. The Lady is the card that counts. She alone can say to what the other will amount. Or you could be deciding somebody's fate in a relationship. Maybe you had to make a decision about an offer, job, pregnancy, but I think it's like a yes. So whatever you're looking for, the answer to that is yes. Then we got the Tree. A tree will do you good. It will help you stay healthy. If there are many trees, you may soon reach your goal. So Leos, maybe something that has to do, if you see symbols of places where it's a lot of green, a lot of grass, a lot of trees, that may be a good symbol of where you should go. So maybe you took a job and it's off the beaten path. Maybe it's situated around some woods or something like that. I definitely think it's a good thing. You may also need nature just to get away for a bit, get out into nature, be physical, get your exercise. I know a lot of fire signs are very physical signs, so you guys may just need to get out. But I feel like through this woman or through yourself, the decisions that you make, stability is going to come, but it took you to use your mind and fall back. And the Bear says, with the Bear, use your head before you speak. Careless words can make jealous people weak. And I know you're definitely falling back, and you're not having so much as of cutting words or nasty things to say to people. I think Leo may be really checking their behavior and their attitude, and you may have done that and you found your situations get better because you were doing that. And I didn't clarify this Eight of Wands. It just means non-communication. I think you're breaking things from the past. You're not fighting with people. You're just really trying to get your shit together, Leo, and concentrate on your family, and your stability. And your mental thoughts, getting your mind right. You're definitely getting your mind right. And I don't feel like I need to clarify these three cards. I think they're very good cards. I'm going to clarify the offer, though. I'm going to clarify the King of Pentacles. Like I said, guys, I love the tarot cards. I really do. I love doing these readings for you guys because it's intuitive. The cards are just a vessel. And I find that what I say just comes out in the cards after I say it. I talked about fertility, offers, jobs, pregnancies, things of that nature. Something really good coming to you through a male. Or it could be through the advice of a female, or a female who knows a lot, who has a lot, who is accomplished. Could be coming to you in your life, or a male could have brought you pregnancy. A relationship you're in could have brought you pregnancy. And we had three really good cards. The Books, the Stork, and the Heart. So something that you love, something really came to you that was awesome. It was good. You're feeling a lot of love around this time, Leo, especially from partnerships and kids. I mean, the stork, historically, you see storks drop kids off. Stork definitely means kids. So there could be an offer of kids. Maybe a child is coming to you, coming to live with you or something like that, Leo. Definitely something good with kids, and something that fulfills and warms your heart is coming to you, Leo. And this may even be through the stability, or through solidifying your religion or your spirituality, or what you believe in, or something that you've read. I feel like some advice and some good guidance and something that has been in your heart for a long time is what's bringing you this happiness and this stability in your life and in your partnerships. So you got the Book. It says, if the book appears, pay attention as it nears. Unlock the secrets it may hide, and turn around misfortune's tide. I just talked about you turning around some shit from the past. I just talked about you making a decision to really break away from negative habits and negative things and focus more on your stability and your future. And then you got that with the Stork. The Stork has something to say. Don't stay here long today. Whether north or south is best to be on your way. And I did talk about you moving towards something, maybe even moving a child, moving into you. So Leo, just keep moving on your path. You've got something really, 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 really good coming up. And then you got the Heart. The Heart brings happiness, harmony, and blessedness for lovers. and the joy that professes. And I've just talked about happy before I even read this card. I just talked about happiness and partnership, having your heart fulfilled, either through a child, a creative project, somebody you know becoming a mother, maybe you becoming an auntie, a godmom, a grandmom, or something like that. Something really good happening to you in the way of that, Leo. I think this is an excellent spread. I'm glad to see the negativity is in the past, whatever deceptions, and I feel like a lot of deceptions weren't the people deceiving you. I feel like they were self-deceptions about yourself, about the power that you hold, about things that you were tied to, that you thought you needed, that you did not need. And it was an attitude and an ego that maybe kept you in certain places in the past, Leo. And it's a beautiful spread, especially coming off that daggone Cancer spread. I'm telling you, I don't know if you guys cross-watch for any Cancers out there, but the Cancer spread was just, you know, it was, and I'm a Cancer, and I didn't like to see it, but hey, I got to be straight up with the cards and just say what comes out. But I did not, that Cancer spread was just a bitch that I just did a couple of days ago. It's posted out there if you guys want to see it. The only negative aspect I could see for some Leos, and this is going to be a small portion of Leos, and I'm not going to say negative, so I'll say this a couple of ways. Either you could have just got married or just got committed. You could have been married within the last 2 years and you're finding out you're pregnant. Or for a very, very small portion of Leos, you may have a third party in your relationship who is pregnant. So if you're breaking up with somebody that you were married to, they could have somebody else pregnant. They could have just gotten into a relationship with a woman that's pregnant. If you're in a relationship with somebody, you could find out that somebody is pregnant. And that could be like a water sign. Maybe you have an ex who's a water sign and you're finding out they're about to have another child or something like that. So that's the only negative thing I see. But really, I don't even, that's for a very small portion, very, very small portion of Leos. I think for most people, your partnership of two or your family of two or your home base of two is turning into three. And I think that's because you are the one, either you or your partner is the one that's pregnant in that relationship. So let's just get some guidance really quick, and I'm trying to do it fast before my camera cuts off. Let's just do some guidance really quick. I'm going to stop shuffling. I'm not going to cut this deck. I'm just going to pick a card off the top. We have a few that fell out, but I'm not going to take those. These say what they are on both sides, so I'm not looking at them as to not just pick any card. I'm about to stop and just give you guys what's on top, or I'll just pick one from the middle or something like that. So let's just, oh, I knocked that hibernation card off the top. Attitude. God damn it. Do you guys see how these readings totally come from spirit? They totally come from energy. They totally come from the ethers. I talked about Leo's attitude. I talked about Leo having a change of attitude, having a change of the way they deal with things. I know Leo, that ego is very high on the scale, very high on the priority list for Leo. But God damn it, did I not talk about your attitude? And I don't know if I've ever drawn this attitude card before. I don't. And the attitude card comes out. And the attitude card says, I attract success and positive people into my life with my positive attitude. I don't even feel like I need to keep talking and even explain that, because I just said, you guys saw me shuffle these. It's no hokey pokey. It's no tricks. I don't get down like that. I'm a Cancer. I like everything to be real. Keep it real with me, or don't keep it anything with me. You know what I mean? Keep it real with me, or don't even say anything to me. So I don't have no hokey pokey or no tricks in any of my readings, whether you see me on camera or whether you don't. I do this because I love it. I don't do it for your money. I don't do it for, I'm very selective about who I even do readings for. And YouTube doesn't sustain me. I have a day job that sustains me. But it's all about that attitude, Leo. And you'll find as you change your attitude and you change some of some of the ego, and you work on some of that ego, you're going to have such a positive outcome in your life. Stop giving into situations. Stop going toe to toe so much. There's nothing you have to prove. You know who you are as a Leo, and that doesn't always have to be proven to other people. Either they see it or they don't. And if they don't see it, they're not meant to be in your life, and that's just the bottom line. Leo, I love my Leos. I love my Leos. I love my Leos. I cannot say that enough. I try not to be biased towards any signs because of what they are, but when it just comes personally to how I feel about signs and how I feel about astrology, Leo has always, most of my best friends in my life have been Leos. I've dated Leos, but you know, I can't give them the attention they want. So a lot of times that doesn't work out, but we always remain cool. We always remain friends. Leo keeps a lot of friends from the past. So I have a special place in my heart for Leos. Me, myself, I'm a Leo North Node. So I have a lot of respect and admiration for Leos. They can be very smart and mental as well. And I definitely respect somebody who can hold an intelligent conversation and has an intelligent outlook. And then on top of that, Leos had the confidence to do what they're thinking, whereas Cancer, we don't always have that. We know we had that confidence inside, but it's a whole nother thing to show it on a lot outside, regardless of people what people say about you, how they talk about you, and what they think about you. So I definitely hold Leos in high regard, and I'm so glad to see this spread, and I wish Leos absolutely nothing but the best. This has been one of the best spreads I've done for the end of August going into September. Leos, put your situations below. Comment below. Let me know how this resonates with you below. I'm down to have conversations. If you don't want to put it below and it's a little bit more personal, email me at tarothelpnow@gmail.com. I reply back to my comments on YouTube. So if you put a comment below, I'll definitely be replying back. Love you guys. I wish you nothing but the best. This is Madam X. It's Frequency Bro Radio, and I'm out. Deuces.